About 2 years ago, Google asked us very nicely to go back to use broad match keywords, which is obviously the most open match type there is, which has issues which we'll go on to. However, things have changed over those 2 years, and Google have got better at making broad match work for different types of campaign because they have given broad match keywords specifically a superpower. So let's explore what that superpower is and how you can leverage it, and whether you should. Before I get started, I want to introduce you to my training center, the SEMacademy.com, which is a specialist accredited Google Ads training center with over 80 tutorials and lessons helping you develop your skills in Google Ads. And what's more, any student who enrolls on the SEMacademy.com will get direct access to me to ask me any questions you like. So if you're interested in becoming CPD certified as a Google Ads expert and also have direct access to ask me anything, head over to the SEMacademy.com to find out more. So broad match keywords. The first thing to mention, of course, is broad match keywords are the most open keyword match type on Google Ads. It's a match type where you don't add any special characters to the keyword itself. You write the keyword as it is. If you go for the keyword car servicing in London, for example, as you can see here, this is it written in broad match form. And if you compare it to how it's written in phrase match and exact match, as you can see here, then there's a big difference in how it's written because having no characters around it makes the keyword broad match. With a broad match keyword, your user's search term is more likely to match to the keyword because when it's broad match, the actual terms within the keyword don't even have to appear in the user's search term. If somebody types in a competitor closely linked to your business, a broad match keyword could trigger ads to show for that. If somebody typed in misspellings, misnamings, and things that are close variants, Google will continue to show ads for those as well. And in addition to that, if you type in something that's completely adjacent to what you're trying to promote, which may not even necessarily be exactly in line with your target audience, Google may still show your searches and your ads to users looking for your products and services if it's a broad match keyword. So in a couple of examples I gave there, you can see the problems with broad match keywords. So why am I making a video advocating for potentially trying to use broad match? Well, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Google have given broad match keywords a very special power. The superpower that Google has given broad match keywords is that broad match can now understand the user's intentions and behaviors and historical searches. What this means is if I go to Google and type in luxury bed, and I go to Google and see search results for different types of bed, then I go back and type in cheap bed, but you're a luxury bed company and you bid on luxury terms, even though I type in cheap bed, your ad could still potentially show to me because historically, before I searched for cheap bed, I searched for luxury bed. So that's an example of a broad match keyword taking into account a user's previous searches. This is huge. This basically means using broad match means you're pretty much never going to miss out on targeting users who have had or still have intent towards your products and services, which is good, right? But I'm sure, as you can imagine, there is a problem. A byproduct of people looking for your products and services when you have a broad match keyword means that you don't just get people with historical and previous intent, you also, of course, get all of the irrelevant searches you want to avoid. So what happens as a result after adding broad match as a keyword match type to your campaigns? The first thing that's going to happen is you're going to get a ton of irrelevant traffic. You're going to get loads of traffic that's not targeted towards what you're bidding on and towards your business goals. And of course, that will all need filtering out. You'll need to be on top of your negative keywords. You'll need to look at the search terms report in order to make sure you're bidding on the right terms. So conversely, the good news is that potentially you can reach more people who are interested in your products and services, meaning you'll get more overall conversions. Now, of course, those conversions will come at a much higher cost than if you used restrictive match types, of course, because using restrictive match types, you're making sure the traffic quality is exactly in line with your target keywords, meaning you get better quality traffic. However, if you are in a position where you want to focus on maximizing your volume, then broad match keywords can and will bring you more volume than the other keyword match types, and it will give you more conversions as a result. So it's up to you as a business to decide how much you're willing to pay for your conversions. So in that respect, it's worth testing broad match keywords. I can't believe I'm saying this to you, but it is worth testing broad match keywords for this reason. For the reason of that superpower I mentioned, it can be a good match type to get you more conversions. But of course, you have to make sure your conversions come in at the right cost. And if your conversions are too expensive, even if you are getting an uplift in overall conversions, increasing your budget and using Broadmatch, then it doesn't make sense. And if a Google representative tells you to go back to using Broadmatch and the conversions are coming in way too expensive, ignore them. You need to do what's right for your campaigns, but I think it's worth testing Broadmatch because Google's AI has become way more sophisticated and it could get you more conversions, so it's worth testing. But as I say, always do what's best for you. Google want you to use Broadmatch, but ultimately it's up to you and your business to make sure your conversions come in at the right cost. So I'm throwing it over to you guys. What do you guys think? Do you think it's worth testing Broadmatch keywords? Have you tested Broadmatch keywords already? Let me know down in the comments below. I reply to pretty much all comments on all of my new videos. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out the SEMacademy.com for bespoke Google Ads training, and I'll see you guys on the next video.